of her.
I don't have any questions. I haven't read the book.
Well, do you have any questions about the writing styles or anything to help you?
Were you afraid to write this book?
A little. I had just realized that my first dream of being a zoologist would not be possible after my testing at IVCC revealed my math abilities were way too low to even think about doing something like that. So this was a fallback dream. And I'm glad I embraced it.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
You have a description of heaven, and do you have animals in heaven?
In my sequel,
Yes. I
There
always
will
want
be.
animals in heaven, personally.
In my sequel, in heaven, the animal angels are responsible for keeping the souls of the departed happy. Miss Fontana in the back.
Do you have a question?
Yes.
What in the book makes you the happiest?
The happy ending. To realize I went through all that makes me actually believe I might have, in a way, gone through all that and had a happy ending.
You said about how your writing style is different from a lot of others. Why do you like your writing style?
My writing style is a combination of things I learned from teachers as well as the college level. I learned that I'm not supposed to use contractions. If I can help it, I'm supposed to compress, not go too detailed. Line breaks that are important, stuff like that. So my style is a combination of all the teachers I've ever had. That differs from many people. My sister, Kelsey, writes things that are very, 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 very descriptive. And it annoys me because she writes the same thing 6 different ways. My friend Jerry, he'll be direct to the point but also have a little mystery. My boyfriend will write scenes that are a little bit bloody and gory, but he'll still tone it down for humanity reasons. So those are different styles, and that's what I like.
You had mentioned that reading is so important to bolster one's writing ability. What did you always read? What have you read and that has influenced you?
I read every fairy tale book in this library. I've read every Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys when I was younger. I made my way through series about real life things like rocks, gems, spy equipment. I hit 2 westerns. I've tried other mysteries. I've tried a few nonfiction books, didn't like them, especially the one I had to read in junior year. I hated the things we carried. I loved science fiction, and I loved fantasy and this young adult stuff. Every little thing has inspired me. I see all these different components coming together to create a unique universe, and I'm trying to tap into all that. Yes?
What would you suggest to people who want to write?
Just take a pad of paper, pencil, and write the first thing that comes to your mind. Let it flow, let it happen. Don't try to take control of it. Afterwards, see what you wrote and see what clicks, and keep going from there.
I've noticed that a lot of female authors are afraid that they're going to be criticized because people don't like to read from women for some reason. Do you think that in the long run you'll be stronger at the end of this for using your full name as the author?
Yes, I fully intend to use my name, which I find to be very unique because I have encountered very few Callies with my spelling in my lifetime, and I feel that I can bring to the world something that most people dismiss. I do believe in women's rights and causes, but I'm not trying to force it into other cultures unless they're ready for it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I was just thinking, like, your book, it, what do you call it? It grabs the attention of, like, a specific part of the community, I guess, but, like, other parts of the community, like, the homosexual and the bisexual part of the community, like, it didn't really, I don't think it really caught that. So have you ever thought anything like that before?
I'm a very liberal person. That will appear in my other writings. If you read my fan fiction accounts, my fan fiction account is Callie Ann and fanfiction.net. That's just A plus 2 N's. I'd love if you guys read my fan fiction stuff too. It really inspires me when I get more reviews, more thoughts and stuff. In lots of my fan fictions, my poetries, anything I've done, I'm very liberal. I don't try to enforce my opinion, I just try to express it in a manner that's acceptable.
She got that from her mother. I'll be very proud to say.
I'll take a question from the girl in red.
Like, how did you decide to start writing? Because, like, I decided to start writing because, like, my brother would just annoy me. So I would just, like, start to write.
I started writing because in first grade I got in trouble for reading ahead in the reader. My teacher, Miss Zorn, was very mad at me for always reading ahead. So I decided if I can't read ahead, I'm going to write ahead. Write something to keep myself entertained.
I wish I had
Sally? Come on, a question.
I'll raise my hand.
All right.
Do you think that your books will become graphic novels?
I don't know. I'm hopeful. I really haven't been that exposed to comics or graphic novels and stuff like that because A, they're expensive, B, they have a very tough time sticking to one storyline and they're confusing at times. I do own a couple comics that my boyfriend gave me, and I am reading a couple mangas to help round me out in a story I'm writing right now. You had your hand raised?
Me? No, behind me.
I thought you did.
Have you written a lot of short stories too?
Yeah. My short fanfics, stuff in my notebooks that I write down. I always try to keep everything I've written. It's actually good because thanks to saving my high school portfolio, I was able to apply for several scholarships for ISU next year. So tell your students or classmates to save everything you write. It will save you in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Who do you think has helped you the most with your writing?
My best friend and boyfriend, Jake and Jerry. Mom is a second.
Mom plays devil's advocate, and she doesn't always like that. I did it with all my kids, but I taught them how to think outside the box.
Yeah, sometimes family is the worst criticism. It's tough for me because I want to involve my family, but my brother is a religious zealot. My younger sister is very sophisticated and professional. Kelsey lives in her own little world. And my dad gets headaches when he reads, so I can't really ask his opinion on something.